What's going on, everybody? Back with another video. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to, this is a 99 through a 01 Cobra cluster. This will work for 99 through 04 Mustangs only. This is for GT cluster, Cobra, Mach 1, Terminator clusters. It'll work on every one of them. Because a lot of people, they got a GT doing a Cobra clone, they want the Cobra cluster, but they don't want to. You ain't got to have the computer, you ain't got to have the key, you ain't got to have none of that. So I'm going to show you in this video on how to do it. First, you're going to want to take this piece off here. It's a Torx. I think it's a T20. You're going to have 1, see 2, 3, 4, 5, should be 6. You can also, once you get that off, you can access all your bulbs. Change the colors in there if you want. You also seen my other video on how to get it to where the color actually changes. So if you haven't seen that, go down and check it out. Let me get this off. I'll be back and I'll show you what you got to do. So you got a GT like me. This is the Cobra cluster I pulled out. I'm actually selling it to a guy. So I'm going to be putting my factory one back in it. This is part of my factory cluster right here. So you don't take this off at all, you don't mess with none of this. You just take this off, and you're gonna have to have the Cobra cluster, whatever cluster you're using. Take whatever cluster you're taking out of your car and switching, you're gonna wanna take the piece off of both of these. You're gonna take this white piece off of both clusters, and I'll show you what to do once you do that. So go ahead and get y'all's taken apart and everything. I'm gonna get mine taken apart. My GT one, I'm not worried about it. I'll put that in later. My car is currently tore apart, doing all the motor work and everything. So I'm just gonna take this one off, show you how to do it, and I'll be right back once I get that cover off. All right, so once you pull that white piece off, it's gonna look just like this. The only thing you're gonna need to do is right here. Let me see, there's a couple of these you're gonna need to pull up on them, and then this will slide off just like that once you pull on it. And then right here you can see all these little pins. All you're gonna do is just pry it up like this, come to the other side, pry it up like this, and then you're gonna have to fish this little piece through the hole right here. It's probably gonna be hard with 2 hands or 1 hand. Let me see. Okay, you can do it just like that. Then your cluster is going to look like this on the back. That's all you're going to have to do to switch it. Set this down. I'll show you. Okay, so here's the motherboard out of my Mustang GT. That's the Cobra cluster. This is the front. When you do this, your miles and everything is going to be the exact same when you switch it. You're not going to need. A lot of people do the cluster swap. They get the cluster, the computer, and the key ignition to switch it all. You don't need to do that. This is all you got to do. Take your factory cluster and whatever cluster you want to put in there, whether it's the Cobra, Mach 1, Bullet, Terminator. If you're a V6 switching to a GT or whatever, it's all the same. This will work 99 through 04 Mustang. Once you do that, you take your stock one out. Take the one off the other cluster that you have, put your factory one on it just like I took this one off and showed you. And that's all you're gonna have to do. You don't need the computer, none of that. You just need this piece off of your factory one to go on there, and everything will be the same. Miles, everything stays the same. So, and you can also change out your bulbs while you're there. You just gotta fish that wire through here when you're putting it on, plug it on, you'll hear it click. Make sure when you put this on, when you push it on there, it goes on flat. Then you can put that white piece back on. You should be good to go. Put it in your car, plug it up. Everything should work exactly how it was before. But that's going to be it for this video. I just want to show you how to do that. So y'all are not trying to buy the computer and stuff. I'm selling the cluster, so I'm not going to need it. So I'm going to put the factory one back on my factory gauge cluster. I'm going to put the Cobra one out of this one, back into it. All I did when I switched mine a long time ago, the Cobra one, I just put it on my GT one so I wouldn't lose it, and this one went on the one I was using, obviously. So I'm gonna go back and get my GT cluster out of my cabinet, pull the cover one out, put it back in there, ship it off to the guy, put my GT one back in there, keep it. So that's gonna be it for this video. If y'all have any questions of anything, it was a, where's it at? T15 Torx to get those 6 screws out. That's all it takes. You're gonna need a T15 for your gauge cluster. Bezel, there's gonna be 2 at the top. There's a video on how I pulled out the cluster in the SN95. That's the same video. If you don't know how to take your cluster out, go back and watch that video. You're gonna have 2, 4, let's see, 4, 8, 10 screws total. So, like I said, you don't have to mess with any of this front stuff. All you need is take that white piece of panel off, unplug this, pull them off of these prongs here, put your factory one on this, put the white deal back on, put it in the car, put everything back together, and it'll work. You don't need the computer, none of that junk. So that's gonna be it for this video. Just like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I will be doing a giveaway as soon as we hit 100 subscribers. I'm getting there soon. I haven't decided on what I'm gonna do the giveaway on. I was thinking about maybe $100 doing a giveaway, having everybody enter, doing a little wheel, pulling the name out, sending you the money, PayPal or however you want to do it. I've been thinking about every 100 subscribers I get, so 100, $100, 200 subscribers, $200, and therefore maybe car parts. I might be throwing some giveaways, stickers, shirts, all that other things in there. That's gonna be it for this video. Just like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.